A chat with journalists by the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, focusing on some key measures being taken by his government to help residents cope with the myriad of challenges that the current economic hardship in the country has brought on them. There are 10 major policy measures that the government has put together, including flexible working arrangements for civil servants from levels 1 to 13.
Immediately for next week, we're working out a plan when civil servants from level 0, from 1 to 14, will come to the office maximum 3 times a week, right? Not that any form of government will be shut down, it will be all calendarized and it will be on schedule. Levels 15 to 17 will miss work a day. What are we seeking to achieve? We're seeking to achieve a process where people will not slow down, right? Try and let's know that the pressure, right, we can reduce it, from the work environment and finance. We don't want big types, public work. We don't want, an aggravated public work.
Mr. Sanwo-Olu announced his government's plan to implement a 25% reduction on cost of transport services for the state public transport system, including the BRT, train, and ferry services.
So the red line will be the rail corridor that we, this government, developed all of the stations by ourselves. So it moves all the way from Agbado in Ogun State, through Eju, through Agege, through Ikeja, through Oshodi, through Moshe, Yaba, and all the way to Rebate Meta. And you've seen that in that infrastructure, there are several overpasses that were also built. So we believe it will immediately solve a lot of traffic and transportation challenges because it carries more passengers even than the blue. And the train, when you see it, is longer, than the blue line. They've got about 8 to 9, cars, all put together, and I must also, use this opportunity to also thank Mr. President. They're also supporting us on procurement of additional rolling stock for the blue line and for the red line.
Addressing the rising cost of food items, Governor Sanwo-Olu revealed plans to set up Sunday markets at 42 identified points across the state to sell food items at affordable rates to Lagosians.
We're going to be opening, what we call Sunday markets in about 42 markets in Lagos. Sunday market. What you will see in those markets, is the same sort of like, stable, food item. But this time, you'll be buying, but you'll be buying at a reduced cost. We're going to cap what you can buy at not more than 35,000. I'll be giving you 25% of the pay immediately there. So we have started that at our middle market in Ijuro, which you've all seen. But we're taking it to 42 identified markets from Lagos.
Mr. Sanwo-Olu also spoke on his government's healthcare initiatives, which he said will benefit over 50,000 women annually with free childbirth services across the state's general hospitals and secondary healthcare facilities.
On the health sector, right, we also realize that. So some people's, their problem is not entirely on track. There's just some problem. And I told you, a woman gave birth on the road yesterday. Why should that, be a case? Because there could be pressure, right? So immediately, where all our 31 general hospitals will be given free child delivery. We're also working with them to reduce the cost of some particular types of drugs, hypertension, diabetes, and we can give a rebate at our hospital. We can give a rebate. So we don't want that to be thrown out, So we're planning to give, to work that with the hospital and give, rebates on that.
On the debate on state police, which has passed through the second reading in the House of Representatives, Mr. Sanwo-Olu promised that the over 5,000 officers of the Lagos State Neighborhood Security Corps and an additional figure will be ready for deployment if the federal government approves the policy. On road infrastructure, he said arrangements have been concluded to start work on 180 inner roads across the various local government areas in collaboration with local council authorities, even as it hinted that the 4th mainland bridge groundbreaking will be carried out in April.